This recording is brought to you by TFLS. IELTS Life Skills B1 Speaking and Listening Test. Listening Test 5. In this part of the test, you are going to listen to 2 recordings and answer some questions. You hear 2 people are talking about different things. What are they talking about? New creations, hostel, or school life. Now listen to the recordings and answer these questions. Recording 1.
Welcome to Tech Today. This week it's National Science and Engineering Week. So to celebrate, we asked Jed, our science correspondent, to give us a roundup of new inventions.
Oh yes, I've got some very interesting things to tell you about today, starting with a fun one. Wingsuits. Those suits that look like bats and allow people to fly or glide at least. They're the ultimate in cool.
But they're not very new, are they?
Well, no, but the modern ones are better than ever, and last October was the first ever World Championship in China. The price is coming down too. Now you can buy one for $600 to $2,000. It's still too expensive for me, but I suppose it'll keep coming down.
OK, what about useful new inventions?
There are lots of those. There's a new solar water distiller created by Gabriele Diamanti, aimed at parts of the world where it's hard to get clean drinking water. You pour in salty water and let the sun do the work for a few hours. Then, hey presto, you have clean water.
Oh.
It's a very simple device and fairly cheap to produce.
Can I hear some doubt in your voice?
Well, they still need help with investment to start producing the distiller properly. So if anyone out there has money to invest in a great product...
Absolutely! Get in touch with the designers.
Another useful invention, which it would be good to see in production, are Enable Talk gloves. These were invented by some Ukrainian students to allow people with speech and hearing impairments to communicate with people who don't understand sign language. The gloves use sensors to translate sign language into text, then into spoken language using a smartphone. A brilliant invention.
Yes, that could benefit thousands of people.
Another useful invention comes from a surprising source. James Cameron, the film director.
The Titanic director?
The very same. Cameron was part of a team headed by engineer Ron Allam, which designed the deep-sea Challenger submarine, capable of descending to the lowest parts of the sea, 10 kilometres down. Last year, Cameron went down to the bottom of Challenger Deep, the deepest part of the sea in the world. He was the first person to do a solo dive there, and he stayed for 3 hours, the longest time so far.
Oh, that sounds impressive.
Yes, we know so little about what's at the bottom of the ocean, and it's important to find out more. OK, so now for something useful in a different way. You know that feeling when you're trying to get tomato ketchup out of a bottle and it won't come out? But you're sure there's lots more in there?
Yeah, of course. It's really annoying.
Well, a team of students at MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, have come up with a new product that you use to coat a glass or plastic bottle, and then what's inside, hair gel or mustard or whatever, comes out really easily.
Oh, so it saves hours of frustration trying to get stuff out of bottles.
Exactly. Right, now for my favourite invention. This is really silly, but I love it. It's a way of producing clouds indoors.
Clouds?
Yes, a Dutch artist has come up with a way of forming perfect small white clouds inside.
TFLS.
They're just beautiful. I don't think you can do it yourself at home yet, though.
I don't think I'd want to.
Oh, you would if you'd seen the photos. They're amazing.
OK, Jed. Thanks for that. We'll leave you with your head in the clouds and see you again next week.
Recording 2.
Are you all sitting comfortably? We're going to do a short quiz called What Kind of Student Are You? I want you to listen carefully and think about your responses. Then I want you to write your answers in your notebook. Please be sincere. Nobody is going to look at your answers. When we complete the quiz, I'll read out the results and you can think about them carefully for a few minutes in private. You need a pen and a blank page in your notebook. Okay, pay attention please. 1. When do you usually get to school? A. Early. You like to have extra time just in case something crops up. B. You always turn up just in time as the bell rings. C. You often get to school late, out of breath from rushing. 2. When do you usually do your homework? A. As soon as you get it, the same evening. B. A day or two before you have to hand it in. C. The same day you hand it in. Sometimes it's late.
Brought to you by TFLS.
3. What is your average mark in tests? A. You usually do well and get 75% or higher. B. You usually pass tests, but your marks are near to 50 or 60%. C. Your marks are often below 50%. 4. What kind of relationship do you have with the staff at school? A. Great! You get on well with most of the academic staff. B. Not bad. You have a good relationship with some members of staff. C. Dreadful. In general, you don't get on with teachers. 5. Where do you usually sit in class? A. Usually at the front, so that you can see the board easily. B. Somewhere near the middle, so you can daydream unnoticed. C. Near the back, so you can turn on your mobile without being seen. 6. What do you want to do when you finish school? A. Carry on studying at university or college. B. You don't know yet. It depends on your exam results. C. Look for a job and start earning your own money. You'll be fed up with studying by then. Okay. Now, look at your answers and count the number of A's, B's and C's, and then I'll read out the results. Are you ready? If you have mostly A's, you are an exceptional student. You are mature and you have a superb attitude towards your studies. You definitely grasp the importance of a good education. If you have mostly B's, you are an average student, but you are capable of much more and it isn't too late to improve and become an excellent student. You just need to make a few changes to your habits. If you have mostly C's, you really need to adjust your outlook. You waste your time and you are at risk of finishing school without any qualifications. Think about your behaviour and consider making some changes before it's too late.
Now listen to the recordings again and answer these questions. In the first recording, where was the first Bat-Suits World Championship? And who has found a way of creating clouds indoors? In the second recording, what is the teacher's first question? And what type of students are there in category B? Now check the answers.